So as I mentioned upstairs, which actually I probably end up reshooting that since my camera battery is full. But anyhow, so we're doing a Tesla wall connector installer, and I'm basically having to run the 6.2 line. I've chosen to go with 6.2 because I'm not doing a NEMA connector. I'm actually just wiring it, hardwiring it straight to the Tesla wall connector. So what I've decided to do in order to make room on my panel, as you can see, there's a lot of breakers because we've installed some additional things, but basically I'm going to collapse two 20 amp breakers into a duplex breaker. So we have a 20 amp here for this guy, then we have a 20 amp breaker for my sump pump. Well, I don't have a sump pump, which doesn't really matter, but anyhow, I'm gonna take this guy, we'll take these two guys out and pop this one breaker in and replace that. The very first thing you want to do is kill the power. It's about to go black. Definitely make sure you cut power before you start, because otherwise I can assure you will not finish if you don't. So you want to start by disconnecting the wires running into your breaker. Alright, so you gotta pop this breaker out. And then we're gonna pop this, not that one, but that one. Alright, so again, we're gonna pop this breaker in. So I had to run out the Lowe's and grab a new breaker. So the breaker I had, I didn't really, when I snagged it out, I didn't make sure that it was missing the piece that was blocking it. So this particular Mary's box I have is requires the breaker that doesn't have this bar right here. So, you know, as I was saying, to install it, pretty much all you have to do is catch that lip, which some of you may have already done this before, so it's no big deal for you. Push it in there. Make sure it's snug. All right. And then let's go ahead and rewire these guys back up the way that they were wired. So we'll put that guy there, and then my other wire.
I had to bend it.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. Why'd you bend it?
Because it was in the way.
No. Alright, so we've done that. So now we're gonna install the big breaker. The 60 amp. So we're not going to install these wires. Take this guy. Thanks, June. That's my son, Mr. Weatherman. What's your YouTube name?
June Long. So bright. This
June Long. Yeah, you've been blinding me. So, but anyhow, so as you can see, here's the way this is laid out currently. So I'm gonna go and run these wires pretty much from here all the way down that floor joist, which actually I'm gonna catch, which one? This one right here. See that wire right there? So I'm gonna catch that guy all the way down, and my basement is a mess, don't judge me. You know. So I'm gonna catch that, and I'm gonna come over here, and it's gonna go up through. Actually, right. Oh, there it is, right there, the one where the insulation is missing. So basically, we're gonna come down from right there where that light is at. We're gonna come all the way down, and then we're gonna cut across, and then we're gonna go in right there. That's gonna take me right underneath the the floor where between the wall. And then I'm gonna pull that wire up. I'm gonna send it up, the 6'2", send it up and then pull it through the wall. So I kind of got busy and then I was like, oh shoot, I'm supposed to be making a video. So I'm at the point now to where I'm going to drill a hole here into the floor so I can bring the wire up through the wall. So let me show you. So as you can see those holes right there, I started, but my drill isn't fully powered, so I stopped and said, you know what? Let me go ahead and put a hole up through this wall so that I can finish with. I got 1, 2, 3. I like 4 more holes I gotta get drilled. But nonetheless, I just gotta get this guy, get a hole here. So this right here should take me up through the floor between the walls, exterior and interior. So my goal is to get that hole there and then pull the wire through. All right, let me keep moving. So as you can see, I've actually put the hole here. And yeah, the next thing I'm going to do is worry about getting the wire fed up through that hole. So I'm here in the garage, and I've marked off where I want to cut into the wall, and pretty much what I did was marked it in the inside on the floor there. So I marked from there to here. So that's exactly 29 inches. And yes, I went from 29 inches from here to here. All right. This is just not cutting it, guys. That right there, that charger is so slow. So as you can see, I've made an outline right here for my box. So pretty much I'm gonna have my cables come up through this box, and I'm gonna mount the box to the stud that runs right here. So I'm gonna screw this box to the stud, and then I'm going to have the wires come up through here, and yeah, that's what I'm doing. Now I'm about to cut this hole. Okay. All right, guys. So what you see is the wires. The 6'3" or 6'2", I mean, is up. So next phase is putting the box on. All right, guys. As you can see, there's a.
As you can see, guys.
That's the Tesla owner. You want me to? I'm gonna show you what your thingy on.
As you can see, guys, we are getting or preparing to install. We are installing a 240, right? 240 volt.
Yeah, sure.
Tesla wall charger.
There's the pipe. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know about that.
So as you can see, we have it pulled out. And then there's the pipe. So we're running 6'2". So I put the pipe in there just so that if for whatever reason someone was doing work and they went to cut or do something for whatever, if they didn't think, it's really just protect the wire. That's all. But yeah, so I'm getting ready to put these guys in. All right, guys, so we're getting closer and closer. So I had to go in at an angle right here, and yeah, so now what I'm gonna do is pull this guy out, screw in, and yeah, go from there. All right, guys, so this is where we're currently at. We got the box screwed in to the stud. This is my helper, Mr. Weatherman. I'm sorry, what's the weather guy?
June Long.
Okay, June Long.
Weatherman.
Weatherman. So he has a lot of interesting videos talking about weather and some other stuff. But okay, so yeah, so the next phase of this project for me is going to be running the wire to the circuit breaker box. So I've got it ran. So I did cut it a little short. That's it right there, but I did cut it a little short. I say cut it a little short. I did end up, I got less than what I should have got. I wanted it to come all the way down to this last breaker, but we'll make some adjustments. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. All right, so as you can see, I pulled it through the breaker box, through the pipe, plumbed it through, piped it through, I mean. So now, so as I said, I had to improvise. So pretty much the breaker was down here. I slid all the breakers down, which somebody's probably gonna tell me, no, don't do it that way, or something along those lines, I'm sure. I'll put a new label on my cover in a few days or whenever I get the time, but yeah, so now I'm getting ready to put these guys in. The first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and put this one in, and then I'll do the last two steps, or the last two in. All right, guys, so I finally got it in there. All right. These two lines here. All right, so let's fire this puppy up. That is not where you want your hands. Come on back. Thanks for the help. So he's my apprentice for the day. Hold this.
What are you going to do with these old ones?
What ones?
Those ones that have spider
Alright.
webs on them. Hey.
No sparks. Alright, y'all. I've opened this thing and let's see what's in here. Yeah. Okay. That's cool, I guess. I may actually read these instructions. So, let's see. Here's some screws and a bit. That's probably what I'm looking for, isn't it? Alright, so that guy's probably the last guy. Alright, guys, so I'm getting ready to mount this plate. So what I did was grab my level because I wanted to make sure that it was level, so I'm about to do a bootleg, put in a wall, and there we go. There it is, just lined up. So I've placed the low profile mounting bracket onto the wall, and then I screwed in the top bolts, but I still have to do the bottoms. So now we have this left. So I use the top hole, which I think is a sensor hole or something. I just prefer to use that one instead of the other one. So you'll need to adjust the spin dial according to the vehicle that you have. I set mine to 9 because we have a Model 3. To trim these guys and then turn around and put them into their respective places. Alright guys, so I've installed the wires, as you can see. And now it's time to put the plate on. So the last thing I'm gonna do is connect this connector. And yeah. Alright guys, so I just finished the install. I've well, kind of almost finished it. I gotta put the covers on. But I did put this cover on, which is the main cover. The next thing is just obviously just going to be switching the breaker on and seeing what happens. So as you can see, I've switched the breaker on and I got green lights. I got a green light.